What's happening, people? Welcome to Saeed TV and welcome back to another call-in show. This is the chance where you guys can have your say. Um, and yeah, come have your say. This is the therapy show. This is where I do I just literally ask the questions and you guys have your say. You know, this is your moment to speak your mind. You know what I mean? There isn't many calling shows in YouTube, so why not come here and have your say? I'm gonna open up the lines. Make sure people, preferably, you know what I mean, United fans only, because you know what I mean. It's just one of them things where we need as many United fans to have their say, and sometimes we miss out on people who um don't get a chance to. It's a 2 hour calling show, so it will be done at 8 o'clock. So big up to everybody who's locked in. Make sure, guys, smash a like on the video, man. Come on, people. Food lover. Big up to you, big fan. Say, listen, man, love, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Hope you're well. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just come back from the gym. Bit tired, but listen, the show must go on. Call Steve for therapy. Nah, man, I've had enough of listening to Steve, man. That's the last person I want to talk to right now. But people, I'm going to put the lines open now. I'm going to put it into the chat, and then I'm going to pin it on my... There we go, people. It's on your chat right now. I'm going to pin it to the top of the page. You guys can get your word in now, people. Right, it's pinned. The message is pinned, people. Get on, Samsung. Get on, bro. Everybody's included. Women, men, everybody, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Nobody's discriminated on this channel. We want to hear your opinion. Yeah, listen, I will be back, man. Listen, it's a derby day, man. It's a derby day, man. It's a derby day. That's why it hurts, man. If it was a normal, regular game, it'd be a different thing. But when it's a derby, man, when you're from Manchester as well, it hits differently. But the question of the video is, people, can United be ever saved? That's what I want to know, people. Can United be ever saved? And is it repairable? Let's get the main man in. DJ Paul, 703. What are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. Can United be saved? Yes. I mean, I think anything could be fixed. Um, but is it going to be a quick fix? I don't think so because we've been in the same situation for 9 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like at the end of the day, and somebody pointed this out,
Mm.
we have about 15 contracts or 14 contracts up between now and 2023. And it's like that actually could be a blessing in disguise to actually move every player on. But the thing is, with United, like, would they do that? Because I feel like the contracts that are up at the end of the season, just be like, just let them go. Even a player like Pogba, I was like,
Yeah.
it's come to the end of the road, so we need to start all over again. So Pogba, see you.
What about
Lingard,
this guy here? What about the guy on the screen right now?
Rashford, definitely his time is up. I hope PSG could pay the money. If PSG could bid 70, 80 million, he's yours. Honestly. In fact, honestly, I take 60. To me, I'd take 60. I really would take 60.
I'll take 40.
You get shit. I'd
Yeah.
take anything. Just
We need to offload. We just need to offload. I think
he needs
Maguire
to he
needs to
needs to
offload.
exactly. You can't do that really in one summer. So I just feel like first of all, you need to get rid of the players who are leaving, whose contracts are up. That's it. Then we need to start looking at how we can sell other players who don't want to be there, like Rashford. I think we probably might need to move on. Wan-Bissaka, I think you can offload Wan-Bissaka in the summer because we'll make a loss anyway on all the purchases that we've made over the last couple of years. So sell him for 20 million, send him back to Crystal Palace. It is what it is. So honestly, it's going to take a long time, but if we're patient and if we have the right people in charge, which at the end of the day, we always keep saying the same thing, it's going to take at least 6 to 7 years to get back to at least competing, and then maybe another 2 or 3 years to win a title. So we're like a decade away, at least.
DJ Paul, It's a blessing as always, man. Big up to you for calling in, bro.
No problem.
Love,
You
bro.
too, man.
Big up to you, man. Big up to everybody who's watching. Let's bring on Kevin. Kevin, same question to you, man. Can United be ever saved? And if so, how is it going to be repairable?
To repair this team, it's a long process because we've got so many players, so much to fix, so many players that need to get out of this club because it's a mentality issue, like you said. A lot of these players are being being highly paid. Some of them don't even deserve that money. Some like Rashford, for example. Are you joking me? 300K a week to put in performances like this time and time again. Lingard yesterday. Why are you walking in a Manchester derby? I'm sorry, you're 3-1 down. You should be at least putting up a fight. Where is that fight? Yeah, you're leaving in the summer, but come on, at least show some desire. The club that raised you, the club that made you the player you are today. You're not gonna. Are you not gonna put in performances in one of the biggest games of your season, the Manchester derby? I'm sorry, you're a Manc born and bred, are you, Lingard? Yeah, you're Manc born and bred. You're gonna put in you're gonna want to put in performances like this. Rashford, Pogba. I don't know about Pogba, to be honest. Pogba's here and there. It's either he wants to sign or he wants to go. Does he want
good player, wrong environment? Good player, wrong
Exactly.
environment, and sometimes you need the environment. Sometimes as well.
The stature of Paul Pogba is he's a world class player. Don't get me wrong. He's a world class player.
Yeah.
But he's not being played in the right team with the right players around him. Sometimes having too many good players in a team is never the best thing. Sometimes you can have a lot of good players, but don't have too many because you need some rookies, you need some class, you need some medium class players because you need to balance it out. You can't just have all good players in one team. It doesn't work out. It's because the egos are there. Don't forget we have a lot of egos to get through. Bruno Fernandes, I liked Bruno Fernandes when he first came into the club. I love Bruno Fernandes. All right, he's just like, what is it with him? Like, his inconsistencies have come. Like, what is his role? Like, who knows what his role is? Like, he used to play at attacking midfield, and he's being dropped to number 8. What is his role? He loses the ball. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to pass. His ball movement has been off. His ball movement has been off. But one player I need to just get it off my chest. Harry fucking Maguire. I'm sorry for swearing. Maguire.
It's all right, man. Do you think?
Harry Maguire, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's at fault for all 4 goals. All 4. All 4. You don't open your legs and let the ball go through like that. 80 million for that, right? You go inside Maguire for 80. But you reject Koulibaly for 75. You reject Van Dijk for 75. Diaz for 50. But you go and spend 80 on Maguire. And he's putting in performances like this.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many years until we could get United back to competing? I know we asked this about maybe a month ago, but now it's serious now. It feels like this is a more serious question.
It might sound optimistic, but I think 5. At least 5. Like 5 years. Because if you want Ten Hag to come in, he's gonna have to take time to restructure the whole squad together. You can't let go of all the players in one summer. You can't let go of everybody in one window. It takes time, maybe at least 5 a window. It'll take time to like build the players from like he needs to work with academy. He needs to work with new players. He needs to sign some new players. He needs to like fix the mentality as well because it's going to be a big fix now. Like if we don't sort it out now, if Ragnick doesn't sort it out himself, exactly, because Ragnick needs to he needs to, how do you say it? He needs to fix it in time for the new manager to come in, so it's an easier job. Because because we all know Ragnick's probably gonna go probably upstairs. We all know he's gonna go upstairs. It will. It'll be it won't be a quick fix. Rome wasn't built overnight. Man United will be back, but it'll take a lot of time because you look now, Newcastle with new owners, they've started structuring their whole team again. They started buying new players. So per summer you buy, let's say, 4 players that will maybe improve a few positions. But I think Man United right now, at this time, we should be we should be aiming for much higher than that. When Ronaldo came in, you were gassed. You and I were gassed.
No, I think everyone was gassed. I think it's just maintaining.
Exactly. He's
it's
my
all
favorite
about
player.
it's all
He's my
about
favorite player.
maintaining what we
I
have,
can't-
but also getting rid of most of them. But Kevin, I'm gonna get more people on, but I appreciate you calling.
I just want to ask you the last thing.
Yeah.
But before you go, I know it's not my place to ask, but are you thinking about another protest again soon? About Man United protest soon at Old Trafford?
I have to think about that one. But like I said to you, I think more stuff. I think the fans united. I think it's going to be a long way. But
Sorry,
I
if
think,
it's not my place to ask. I'm just
no,
I'm
it's
just
fine,
asking.
man. It's fine. It's okay, man. It's okay. But I think right now, I think the United fans are not united. I think the board need to first of all fix what they need to do. But I
If
appreciate
maybe
your question.
we all unite. We have to get together. Maybe we'll fix it soon. But if we
Absolutely.
don't unite, it'll be light years.
Absolutely. Kevin, I appreciate you calling, brother.
No, cheers, bro. Check it.
Big up to you. Big up to Kevin. Big up to you. Big up to everybody who's watching. Get the likes up, people. Subscribe if you're new. Samson, it's been a while, mate. What do you want to say?
Yeah, it's been a while. Good evening, Saeed, and to everyone in the chat. So the question is Man United unsavable?
Yeah.
Now, yes and no. I can see why we might say no. Because when we look at the complete mess we're in, it's a normal emotional reaction to think, no, we can't be saved. But then when we calm ourselves down and we look at our history, we see that when the Munich air disaster happened, maybe they thought, well, United finished. But no, they didn't think that. They dusted themselves down and they were determined to use a tragedy to make Man United a great club again. And they did. But Saeed, I've got a message to every single United fan worldwide today. And that message is, we need to unite. We need to unite, Saeed, because we need to unite against the Glazers. They're the real problem. It's time for us to start criticizing individual players and individual things that happen on the pitch. Because who's bringing the players to the club that aren't performing? The Glazers. Who's overpaying these players? The Glazers. Who's bringing these mediocre managers to our club? Like the guy that's just gone. The Glazers. Who hasn't bought in to our club a basic corporate structure which has a director of football at the heart of it? The Glazers. You know what, Saeed? We can be saved. There is a way to put pressure on these owners and get them out, as your good friend Nuruddin often tries to educate us about, by not only boycotting the megastore, but actually targeted not only one-off, but very systematic and consistent action on social media and where people can. Okay, boycotting the megastore. There is a way to get them out, but what we need, Saeed, to influential people like yourself, is we need to emphasize the message. It's about getting these owners out. It's achievable, and we can get United back to where we need to be, because it's a really it's such a sad state of affairs, because we were at the top for so long, and now we've allowed this club,
we've allowed everyone
to overtake
be
us.
ahead of us. Yeah, absolutely.
And I live near the Etihad. I live about 5 minutes away, and I can hear them on Sunday. I can hear them cheering, and I can hear them bantering us and talking about how, we're in the mud and everything, but we can be saved. But I can't stress this enough, that we need to start focusing on the root cause of the problem. And the root cause of the problem is the Glazers. And we need to start this now, or we're just going to have the same old tired conversations. Like, for me, I've gone beyond the point of thinking that it's this player's fault or that player's fault. They don't bring themselves to the club. The Glazers do. We need now. This is the perfect time. We need to say enough is enough, and we're going to, unite and get the Glazers out. We need that. It's time to put petty egos,
Differences,
factions aside. Time to put that aside. It's now time to unite in the best interest of the football club. It's time to say, okay, we may disagree. We may have a favorite player here, a favorite player there, but let's unite and say, we'll put that aside and let's unite against what we all have in common. Because at the end of the day, I know a previous guy said that trophies are for egos, but we all want to see trophies. We all want to see Manchester United once again lifting the Premier League, lifting the big trophies, and we need to say it's time to say and actually make it mean the Glazers out. And not only Glazers, but everyone they brought in. Glazers out, Murto out, Arnold out, Phelan, some of all his backroom staff are still there. Fletcher out, all of them out.
Absolutely.
Ragnick can stay. I just want to say finally as well that finally, because I know I've gone on for quite a bit, that I do see slight glimmers of improvement. I wasn't too downbeat. I mean, on one level, I wasn't too downbeat with the result because in that first half, I saw signs of improvement. Even just for the first 20 to 25 minutes, I saw us actually keeping the ball for longer than a minute, which is an improvement for us. I saw us in certain patches of play, controlling the ball. And I think that we need now to actually unite and keep Ralph Rangnick on board. I think he's doing an excellent job. I think he's speaking truthfully. And I think he's actually trying to actually do something which these players haven't had for 3 years, which is give them some proper coaching and a proper football in it. That's the thing, a proper football education. It's like, you'll know this from your teaching background. Yourself, Saeed. If you've had a supply teacher for the past 3 years, I'd take one of your analogies, who's basically let you steal the answers from the back of the book and just said, left you to your own devices. It's no surprise that when a proper teacher comes in, you won't have that mentality that's used to learning, doing your homework straight away. But now we're going to see patterns. But I just want to end and say, Glazers out. We need people like you, Saeed. We need another protest. Forget the haters. Forget the people that are just trying to distract. Because people that criticize you, all they want to do is try and target you. That's because they don't want to solve the problem. But you do. We need you to lead us.
I appreciate it.
Say Glazers out and the whole ball out.
Absolutely. Samson, appreciate your call, man. Appreciate you, man. Big up to Samson in the building. Let's bring on Stephen Estrella. Estrella, what are you telling me?
Yo, what's going on? You right?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Decent. I can't lie. You see that last caller? Yeah, every United fan's entitled to their opinion, but he's the type of fan that I hate. You can't rant and say
why?
Because you can't rant and say, this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change, and then I see improvement. There's people like him is the reason why we're in the way we are. Because watch this, yeah. I told you, this is not me coming against and I told you in Nuruddin that the way we've been playing is just a matter of time till we get slapped. And I told you one team's gonna hand it to us this year. I told you it's coming.
Is it not the personnel? No. Who you blaming? Who you blaming then?
Let me explain. It's the fans' fault as well as the Glazers. Do you know why? Because everyone's going like, this just happened overnight. No. This has been happening for time, and it's like even under Oli, yeah. This is what I'll get to my point in it. Even under Oli, like we'll be crap for a long period of time. Then all of a sudden, it's one game we played really well, like a Leeds or something, where they're just really open and it just suits our gameplay. We smack them, and everyone goes, "This is the turning point." Our season. Everyone's now saying, maybe if we get a draw, we beat City, this would be our starting point of the season. I'm sorry, there's 9 games left. When did the season start? This is the turning point. This is the turning point. This is why fans need to wake up here and smell the coffee. When I mean smell it, you need to stick your nose right in the cup and smell it for what it is. You've got players like Harry Maguire. Everyone knows he's not good enough for the club. We spent £80 million on a centre back that wasn't even pivotal in Leicester's winning that table-winning team when they won the Prem. He wasn't the main man. If I remember correctly, it was a reject called Johnny Evans who was the main guy at centre back with Mr. Morgan. This guy wasn't doing anything.
I think Robert Hoof as well.
He's not doing that special. Yeah. Rashford as well. Another one. I'm seeing Arsenal traits in Rashford now, where because their team is so lackadaisical, a youth player comes out. he turns head. Now all of a sudden we're relying on him to produce the magic goods. Same thing's happening to Elanga. I've already said I can see the raw talent in Elanga, but he's not good enough. He needs a loan out. Rashford, he should not be the main man. When on earth what has he done on the pitch to justify him being on 300k a week? Look at Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling didn't get that 320k a week contract until he started banging in goal, like 20 goals a season for the last 2 years, and then that's when they gave it to him. Like, what I'm saying, like, everybody needs to be on the same page. It's all well and good.
But I think that's what he's trying to say, though. Was he not trying to say that we need to unite?
It's all well and good saying, "Oh, Glazers need to go" and stuff like that. But I feel like everybody needs to be on the same page.
I think his point was that we need to unite and have a common goal in terms of, you know, thinking what's best for the football club. That's what I think he meant by that.
But I don't understand that, because it's like, so I literally just finished gym. I don't understand, because it's like, you're saying what's best for the football club, but it's like, why is everyone waiting this long till it's got toxic? Like, for me, the way I look at it is like, I've been watching United for a very long time. I remember the days when, I think it was 2007, when Ronaldo got that knee injury. Do you remember? He was on crutches, and then he came back and he was throwing the stuff on the bench, and Fergie just gave him that look, that sit back down and relax. There was no fans saying, "Oh, how can Ferguson bench Ronaldo in an important game?" Blah blah. There was none of this stuff behind it. It was literally, if you're good enough, you play. And when you play, you put everything in.
If you were to give me a number, how many years United can get back?
A number. See, this depends, innit? This depends, and this is what I was gonna say to you as well. I forgot to call in on you and Nuruddin's channel, yeah. This is what I was gonna say. You get Tim Hag like everyone wants, yeah. Everyone's gonna say, "Oh, give it 3-5 years." No, the only reason why I'm saying I want Tim Hag, yeah, is because he's not being tainted by the Premier League. It's like, you see how Chelsea got Tuchel, Liverpool got Klopp. No one that's been touched. They've never been touched by a big club. They've done well in their league, and they've come here and they created something. Tim Hag has done that, yeah, for Ajax, but guess what? They've got an actual structure. I don't know if he can come over, transition into this club with the way it is.
That's my fear.
And you don't think he's going to produce the magic that he's done at Ajax when they've actually got a structure and they've got a style of football. So it's one thing saying, "Oh yeah, let me say 3-5 years," but you don't know. Like, let's say we get Pochettino. I guarantee it's going to be another 10-15 years till we win something, because guess what? He worked under Daniel Levy, yeah. We all know the board's basically as controlling as Daniel Levy is. So I don't really think that much will change, to be honest. The best hope that I can possibly hope for right now is Ragnick goes upstairs. At least we have one person, even though his voice might not be that big, we have one person with football knowledge can maybe work alongside Tim Hag, and then maybe in the next 3-4 years be challenging. But I don't think we're as bad as Liverpool.
No, listen, Stephen.
No, not right now. Not right now. I'm talking about when they had to have their rebuild. If you look at us,
100%. But again, they had Michael Edwards who sorted it out. But listen, Stephen, I'm gonna try and get many callers as we can. Big up to you for coming on, bro. Love. Big up to you. Big up to everybody who's watching. Please, guys, Lily Phones if he's watching, get the likes up, people. Patel, are you there, Patel?
Yeah. All right. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. How is it in Canada? All right?
Yeah, it's Canada. All right. Every weekend, I'm so excited about the Manchester United matches, and every weekend is the same shit show. And also, yesterday I was watching the Big Six. My God, you have to wear that Batman mask and something like that. I feel very sorry for you, bro. I feel very sorry for you.
It is what it is, man. We have to show face, but again, not show face in a weird way.
Right, seriously, that guy is on the another moon, that Manchester City guy. But it's okay. It's his time now.
It's his time, yeah. When's our time though, Patel? When is our time going to be back? What do you reckon?
I think you see, the main thing I have is, as a fan base, we have been asking this question: how many years it will take? How many years it will take? How many years? It's been already 10 years, and we have shit, like, to be honest, like, nothing right now. We have nothing. We have like individuals who are performing you good sometimes, and sometimes they are shit, but it's been 10 years and we have nothing. So if we are asking the same question again, that then it will be another 10 years. To be honest, I don't know. To be honest, seriously, I don't know. That's the right answer, because everything which I'm seeing on the pitch, off the pitch, like, it's not a 24 hours after that derby match and that Rashford tweet came out. He's considering leaving and all. What is this, man? Rashford,
This is our club.
Lingard, and Rashford. I believe I don't have any source and anything, but I believe Lingard and Rashford, they are poison. Seriously, seriously. I don't think so.
They're playing against us, you reckon? Because
To be
they're almost
honest, they are playing
unhappy and
against
they're
us.
almost.
They came after substitution and they were not running. They came
I know.
68th minute or something. We were playing good. We were playing good. People are saying in the second half all bad and all. Second half we had the moment, three, four, five moments. Bruno passed to the Ilanga. That again,
Yeah.
like Pogba tried to pass it and Ilanga it almost reached and all that. We had a good moment there until and unless those two came on the pitch and they stopped running. These two, like, I don't have a faith in Rashford, to be honest. I lose my faith in Rashford,
Yeah.
and every time the fan base and like when we had a win against Leeds, people were like, okay, now it's a turn back. Now no, it's not, man. We win like 2 3 matches and the fan base goes like, oh right, number 4 is
Yeah.
done, number 4 is done, top 4 is done, we are good now, a little bit adjustment and we are not good. Like, as a fan base, there is so much lack of maybe knowledge or vision or something like that. We draw against Atletico and we were kind of, yes, it's a good result, it's good result, everyone is on Instagram and all that. City batter Sporting 5-0, there
Mm,
was a no post online, man. They're like,
mm.
okay, now next second leg back
There's
to
levels in
business.
it, mentality levels. You know what I
Like,
mean?
too many issues, too many issues. I cannot figure out. The only hope I have is Eric Ten Hag and
Mm.
our coach right now, Ralph Ragnick. To be
Yeah.
honest, Ragnick, people are saying, you see, another thing, Paul Scholes is on the TV. He is continuously saying against Ralph. That's the disrespect. These
I
guys,
know it
Gary,
is.
and people, Manchester United fan base, they are buying into it. The same with Gary Neville. He and Michael Richards had a heated discussion. Mike Richards says, why were you not going for Conte? And you see what he said, Gary Neville? Oh no, because back three doesn't work at United. That's the problem. That's the problem. Who is he and all the other fans that are telling that back three is a problem? No, football is evolved, man. Come on. We don't
Mm,
need like back three, back two, back six. No, that concept is gone. We are not under Fergie, man. Seriously. We are not under Fergie attacking football, attacking football. No, we are playing attacking football and we are conceding like seven, three, four, five
mm,
goals. We have to decide one thing. Do we need a trophy or do we need a right style of play? That's the main thing.
mm,
Marino was like that. We play bad, okay. Just like, against City, okay, they had 85% of possession, but I will go home with 3 points. What is the most important thing? We have to understand that.
mm,
We have to understand that. Do we need trophies or do we need this shit show? Like, oh, no back three, no back four. Nothing against like disrespect against Gary
mm,
Neville and all that. But we are all divided as a fan base. Everything is going around is a mess, to be honest.
I
Every
know.
weekend there is a match going on. Nowadays I don't expect anything.
Yeah.
Even if we are
Expect the
2
worst
nil
and
up,
hope for the
even
best.
even if we are 2 nil up, I don't celebrate, to be honest. There is no way to celebrate up. First half
Uh,
2 nil up, second half 2-2 draw, and that's it. I
yeah.
cannot celebrate. This is very big. The only hope is Raf stays for 2 years, and the board is kind of listens to him because he has built a average club into a top level club, not a top level club, but
Mm,
you can see the development and I can see serious development.
mm,
Even first half was very 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 impressive. To go against Manchester
mm,
City toe to toe is a different ball game.
mm.
Pep said all the other teams they parked the bus except Leeds United and Liverpool, and
Yeah.
actually Raf showed them. First half I was not expecting that. I
Mm,
was very impressive. We were attacked 4-2-2 was on that
mm,
and we had a
mm.
chance. So people can say whatever, but I am not predicting shit here. Seriously,
No, no,
I
no,
cannot
don't,
predict
man. I
anything.
appreciate your passion, man. You know
Thank
me.
you, bro.
You love
Thanks,
the club,
everyone.
man. And you know what, man? Just keep your head
Seriously.
up, bro. Keep your head up, man.
Yeah, keep
Love
everyone
Patel.
head up. Love all United fans, and we will be back someday. But I'm not
Yeah.
predicting anything.
No,
All
no,
right, man.
don't. I'm
Thanks.
not as well. I'm not as well.
Take
Big up
care,
to you,
and
bro. Big up to you. Big up to you. We got Wesley. Wesley, how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you, Sheed?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I've
Oh,
asked everyone a question. I mean, can Man United be saved? And if so, how?
first, it can be saved. It would be a real shock if everything can be saved. But it needs to start from top to bottom. We've said it. I've seen numerous discussions online on different shows in the media, and more people are talking about the structure and the lack of this and that and Woodward and blah blah. This is common knowledge in the fan base, right? But the media is still a bit late with that. But it can be saved, yeah. I don't know if Ranjik, the first, they thought when Ollie went in November, right? That Ranjik comes in, stables the ship, and we get top 4 and assume from there. But the problems are emerging and they're obvious. And Ollie was a big problem. I've been a long time Ollie out. It set us back farther than we expected, and more people, most people didn't want to see it. Ranjik is fresh air. To listen to his press conference, so much football knowledge. You know, I'm from the Netherlands, so I have deep connection with Ajax, so I watch a lot of Ajax. So maybe we could talk a little bit about Ten Hag.
Yeah, but, yeah. Do you think he can fix this, Ten Hag?
I fear not, you know, because at Ajax he has a proper structure. So I think he will leave though, because his relationship with Overmars was really good, and I think he is ready for the next step. But I do think United is too much of a big step because they're in a bloody mess, we know. So if he wants to take the job, of course he would love it, because if I was a manager, I would love the job like anyone else, because it's one of the biggest clubs in the world. But you need a proper structure. You need certain things written in a contract about policies. You know, you need guarantees, because there's no other way to success. You see what Conte is doing. I really appreciate that, what he is doing, and I don't think he will work at Tottenham, but you need that kind of man to shake everyone around and get on the same page, because you always say in the fan base we're divided, but I think in the whole club nobody knows what we're doing. No one knows. There's no one line everyone agrees with. That's the problem, you know. Said, I'm pretty young. I'm 21, and I haven't seen United win a title, Premier League title. I haven't. I'm too young to know the Champions League. You know, all I've seen is the mess we're in, and all I've seen is City win, Liverpool win, Chelsea win. You know, so yeah, it's difficult, but it can be fixed, and it needs to be above. And you would probably ask the next question: how many years would it take to be successful? Whew. It's difficult, because Ten Hag can steady the ship, and I hope he only comes in when if Ranjik is still there and he has a proper agreement with his transfer policies, the way he plays, the backing of the board, and then probably minimum 5 years. Because to be honest, when I think about our first 11, I don't think we need to sell like more than half, more than 6, if I'm honest.
It's a lot, man. When you want to look at...
That's just my opinion. I mean, Rashford on the screen, he's not in good form. He's dipping, and yeah, it's difficult. It
is, man. But like I said to you, hopefully your countryman Ten Hag can do something. But for me, without the structure, like you said, it's going to be very, very difficult. But Wesley, where are you from? Are you from Amsterdam or?
No, Assen. it's north.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Brilliant,
maybe you know the TT motorcycles and something like that. It's a big European thing. So yeah, pretty. I mean, 2 hours away from Amsterdam. So.
Oh, brilliant! Nah, man, I appreciate you, and thanks for calling in, man.
No problem, man. Love you, Said. Keep doing your job.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye. Big up to you for coming on Less so. I am going to get through to everybody. Please be patient. There's a lot of people calling in today. Like I said to you, we're on from till 8 o'clock today. So people, be patient, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But less so, take the floor, man. What do you want to say?
And I know, obviously, the question is are we fixable? Will this nightmare end?
Yeah.
And the simple answer is it's not gonna end. We obviously, as fans, we have our own way how we know how to fix the club, but the owners and the board members don't reciprocate the same information, or rather they reciprocate the same sentiment as us. So it's obvious what needs to be fixed. We have to get rid of these players, because you have to understand these players have played under different managers. We still have players who have played under 3 different managers. Yeah. It's never gonna work. You have to eradicate that. Like this kind of job, you can't do it half-heartedly. You can't get rid of just 50% or 60%. We have to do a major sale, rather, should I say. We need to get rid of about 12 players or 13. But will this board do this? They've proven that they are capable of doing it when they feel like doing it. Remember when Moyes left Man United, we had that season with Louis van Gaal. We got rid of so many players. There was a mass exodus. There was Ferdinand left, Vidic left. Almost everyone left. It was almost a completely different team. Along with he also promoted the youngsters. But I don't see us doing that, because these guys are now. I'm looking at the transfer budget now. It's something like 50 million. It looks like they might just try and go after a marquee signing, like someone like Declan Rice, and then the fans would be happy about that, because that's all you do to appease the United fans at the moment. You just get a marquee signing. We haven't learned from it. So, my guy, when to be honest, I don't see us coming back, because it's quite obvious what needs to be done, but it'll never be done under this board. It's the sad reality.
Sad reality. You said it, man. Lesso, I appreciate you calling, man. Love for the comments, bro.
Listen.
Big up, man. Big up to Lesso for calling in. Isam, how are you, brother? I'm
good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, I've asked everyone, can United be ever saved? What can we do to kind of repair the damage that's been caused?
I mean, do you mean the fans or
everything? You could go however, which angle you want.
Well, we talked about this yesterday. I don't know if you remember me.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna take that up today. Well, the obvious thing that we can do as fans is just to boycott everything, and just and to just come together and do something that will make them not make any more money from this team, because that is their main goal. They don't care about the football. They don't know about football.
Yeah.
But there is the question also you asked before, like when can we win the league again and stuff like that. Maybe if we have a manager, maybe if we have a manager that is similar to like Alex Ferguson or something, that can make people that are a group of people that can be good. Maybe in that way.
Maybe I need something convincing, bro. Maybe.
No, I'm just saying it. That's a maybe. I don't. I think it's more than 5 years, without doubt. Maybe it's 10, and maybe it's like the time we had before. 26 years between the Matt Busby and Alex Ferguson. Maybe. I mean, we have a tradition of that, so it's not impossible, isn't it?
No, it's not possible. But again, can United make it possible? That's the key question. But Isam, I appreciate you calling, and thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Big up, man. Big up to you. Let's bring on GG. How are you, man? You've heard everyone. What do you make of it? What do you want to say, really?
Yeah, obviously it's been a really, really disappointing week. But for me, I think everything that can be saved. I think the way that Man United have to approach it is they need to install a manager that is going to understand the way that the club, the way that the fans like to play, the way that football should be played at a big club.
Yeah.
So, you know, Graham Souness said something quite interesting. I know people hate Graham Souness, and I'm one of them, but he said something quite interesting. It must have been maybe 6-7 weeks ago. He said that these big football clubs, the Barcelonas, the Real Madrids, the Man Uniteds, the fans are not going to accept managers that play a certain way. They're not going to accept the Contes. They're not going to accept the Mourinho's part of the bus. It has to be a certain brand of football. So the first thing Man United need to do is they need to understand, okay, what's our history and tradition? It's getting forward, it's attacking, it's wingers, it's piling forward, it's exciting football. What kind of manager is out there that can deliver that for the club? That's the first thing. Okay. Ten Hag looks like potentially he could fit that mold. So that would be great. You've got Rangnick that then goes upstairs because someone mentioned the corporate strategy before. Okay, fine. So we brought in Rangnick as someone to sort of, Gary Neville called it information gathering at the weekend, which I think he's spot on about, by the way. I think that's exactly why Rangnick's here on an interim basis. Come in, have a look at the club, sort of suss out what's gone wrong and where, and then go upstairs, ready for when the manager comes in. So I actually think the first steps have been taken in a very long process. The next thing is, for me, say for instance, it's Ten Hag, Saeed. He's got to then come in and he's got to be ruthless.
He has,
like you've never seen before.
Is that control that worries you though? That he might not get that control, you know, because then, you know, most managers that come in, Mourinho comes in, maybe does it in a kind of a bad way where he calls out the trouble, but then all of a sudden he's shafted away. And then United needs someone who's very, very soft and, you know, wants to give everyone, you know, it's different approaches. It's whether they accept his approach.
Yeah, but Mourinho was different because Mourinho would do everything in public.
Yeah,
and that
true.
was absolutely. I mean, that was stupid. If you just compare, I'm not comparing Mourinho and Sir Alex, but Sir Alex, they had similar traits in a way, not on the pitch, off the pitch. But Sir Alex would never ever vent them in press conferences and things like that. Everything Sir Alex needed to do was done behind the scenes, and you'd hear about it once it was done. You know, like getting Yapstam out the club and things like that if he wasn't happy. I personally don't think that was the right decision, but there was a reason that he did it. Ruthlessness, Van Nistelrooy when he left. I love Van Nistelrooy. He's the most favourite striker for me that's ever been at the club. He left. Ruthless. When are we going to get ruthless? So that is for me. That's one of the mandates that Ten Hag has. He's got to come in and he's got to almost say, whatever happens, happens. If I'm here for a year or I'm here for 10, I am genuinely going to do it my way. So if I come in and I see that Wan-Bissaka, that Maguire, that Lindelof, that Matic, that Mata, they're not good enough footballers now to play for this club, then I'm going to move them on. And that's my decision, whether upstairs likes it or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way it's got to be done. That's the way it's got to be done. He's also got to, from a recruitment point of view, Saeed, he's got to recruit properly. Someone mentioned marquee signings, one of your callers before.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned Declan Rice. It would make me sick to my stomach if we go out and pay 100 million for Declan Rice this summer. Sick to my stomach, because that is exactly the kind of signing that long term will cause problems for the club. Because we need more than just a defensive midfielder. We're coming up to a summer where Cavani, Lingard, Pogba, Mata, Grant, and Chong are all out of contract, and they're all gonna move. Yeah. On top of that, you've got players like Matic, who arguably, I know he's done well recently, but
he's got a trigger on his contract that United can trigger. United will end up doing that, and that's the problem you're talking about. Yeah,
exactly.
Trigger.
Exactly. What they should be saying is, and this is where the manager comes in as well. This is where a new manager comes in and says, "Is Nemanja Matic long term? Is that my long term vision in that area, or can I move Nemanja Matic out and either fill that role with a youth player, or can I get someone else? Because the wages are freed up. Do you know what I mean? It's
you're right, man. You're right.
These are the things they've got to. I wrote down just a few players just to finish off in terms of like the way that we've got to. And these aren't players that nobody. I mean, Kante cost Leicester 5.6 million. Andy Robertson cost 10 million. We got Ronaldo on the cheap. Obviously, we were lucky because we played Sporting Lisbon.
Of course,
in that game over at their place. Even players like Hakim Ziyech, 33 million. That is the kind of recruitment that we need to be doing. It needs to be underrated players, players that haven't exploded into world-class superstars yet. Not the Rices that everybody knows about. You've got the English tax to go on top of it. Ten Hag got to come in if it's him. I'm talking like it's him, and he's got to be really astute about his recruitment, but also about the way we play. The players that he buys have to fit both the club's ideology and the fans' ideology. And that's why Gary Neville is right in saying that it was the right decision not to go for somebody like Conte for me. That was right. I know short-term Conte might have done a little job. Mourinho did a little job for us. Van Gaal did a little job for us. You know, they managed to get trophies. We still had them out in the end, though, and that was the fans. That even yourself might admit, Saeed, that you were calling for LVG to go.
I actually, no, you know what? To be fair, I didn't. But it was a bit sad. But then I was also happy that Mourinho came in because it was a proven winner, and at that time, they played us again. But again, it's now I've realized now that we can't be played again, we can't be filled again, and that's just the bottom reality. So we'll see, man. But G, thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate you all the time, man.
Nice one, Saeed. Take it
big
easy,
up,
man.
Big up, man. Big up to G in the building. Malcolm, big up to you, bro.
It's good, Saeed.
What's happening? Give us a prediction of how long United, how long is it going to fix this? What do you think?
Look, Saeed, before I answer your question, I just needed, just touch on something,
Yeah.
Our club like Man United is really, really massive, and people could say like, oh, you lost to Man City 4-1, y'all are finished, and yes, we are in a bad place right now. But I'm saying for a massive club like United, like a lot of damage has to be done, to kind of just bring this club into a really, really bad place. And in order to do that, it has to be well planned, and I feel like that's what the Glazers have done. They have planned it really, really well. They planned like so many years in advance, because they bought us in it's 2005, right? That's when they bought us. 2005, and so during those years, we were still winning trophies, Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues. We were still that big team. We were still that team to beat. But then after Ferguson left, that's when the Glazers were able to take full control of the club, and that's when we started bringing those like Ashley Youngs, Valencias, the Herreras, very average players that that were not like proven winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So Saeed,
there is no time frame in your mind.
Yeah, there's no time frame really, because honestly, we can be saved. We can. I think it can happen, but it's gonna take so much time, and it's gonna take so much recruitment,
effort,
and so much effort, and so we really yeah minimum. Sorry, that's my friend. He's a fellow United fan. This is Che.
Yes,
Yo.
man, you good?
But yeah, hey, the players that we have, the way that they're performing, it's like we need like a whole new team. You know what I mean? So at least 5 years.
5 years.
And with this ownership, I don't even know if they're gonna invest or anything. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. You know, it's a huge mess, and you know, it's sort of like we can't really, like, as much as we can come on here, give our opinion on how things should be done. You know, the people upstairs can really interpret the same way we look at things. You know what I mean? And so it's as if like we have control over our own selves, but we don't have control over them. So
no, absolutely, no, you're right, man. Malcolm, you're speaking sense, man. Appreciate you calling, bro. Love for coming on.
Yeah, big
up, bro. Big up, bro. Big up to you. Big up to everybody who's watching, people. Keep liking the video, people. Subscribe if you're new. Sachin, how are you, mate?
I'm good.
Yeah, man. What do you want to say, bro? What do you want to say?
Yeah, like some people were saying earlier that the club is just ruined from top to bottom, and yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
in what way? Why do you think it's ruined top to bottom?
I mean, the owners, they don't really care about Man U. And then watching the City game, like after like the second half, we just dropped off. We just put our heads down.
They're not good enough for you, do you reckon, the players? They're not good enough.
I think some of them are, some of them aren't, and I think we just need to get rid of the players who are like not good enough.
Yeah. Who would you get rid of?
Probably now I'd say Maguire. He needs to go. Matic, done. Mata, Cavani. I think Rashford, who I really like, but I think he needs to be loaned out like Martial. And then Lingard too. I think he needs to go. I think he should go to like Newcastle or West Ham.
Where he was really, there, but, you know.
Yeah, West Ham. He was doing really well there, and then
give me a time frame. Give me a time frame as to when United will get back in terms of.
I think we can probably get back in like 3 to 5 years, maybe, but probably it might take longer.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Sachin, appreciate you calling, bro. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Let's get Gary Clark in. Gary Clark, what are you saying, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
No Man United merch today. No Man United merch anywhere.
No, not for next while after that game in Sunday.
How are you, man? What's happening? What's happening? What do you think, man? You know, can this be ever fixed? Do you think? You know what I mean? Are we ever going to get back to winning titles and winning trophies and, you know, just being a proper club?
I think we will. It'll probably take time and probably take, I'd say 3 years. I think we'll be back because we did come second last season.
I know, but I said it was a false position because, you know, when you're there, you earn it. But I don't think we earned it. Like, you know, like I said to you, we're there and then we're almost giving up. And, you know, like I said to you, we got exposed now. We've been exposed.
Yeah, we have been exposed. But for some reason, our players seem to be getting worse every week because see Fernandes, Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Rashford, big time. They've all dropped off from last year.
Yeah,
massively. And I actually think, I think there's only about 6 players I would keep, and the rest of them. I mean, the players I would keep is probably Ronaldo, Sancho, Fernandes, Pogba, Varane, and De Gea. Apart from that, I would clear everybody else out because, and then you hear them on Twitter and social media, all PR stuff. Like they're the best at that, but when it comes to actually playing football, they're as useful as a waterproof tea bag. And see,
it literally is.
We need to get a man. I think Ten Hag would be the best manager, but we need to back him as well. But another thing, I seen the amount of money we've spent on these players. It's ridiculous. Maguire 80 million for that. We won't even get. We'd be lucky to get 30 now for him.
If anyone's got their right mind to do that, yeah.
Yeah, and then some fans are saying, "Oh, don't go for Conte," or because he plays bad football. Well, what kind of football do we play? Because since I started supporting United, it was 2011. Should the last 9 years, we've been playing crap football. Anyway, so I personally would bring in Ten Hag or Conte if we could get him. And another thing, I don't think we should have sacked Jose Mourinho because he won us trophies, and I think he was the best manager since Fergie because he won his trophies. Then we didn't back him by getting him a centre back or a right winger, and now look at the shape of us. I think we need to bring in a manager and back him because if we don't, we may as well sack him before or not get done.
Absolutely. But big up to you, Gary Clark, mate. Appreciate that, man. Take it easy. Big up to you. Big up to everybody who's watching, man. Let's get Sid in. Sid, how are you, mate?
Fine, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. What do you want to talk about, man?
I just think that United fans also need to calm down. If we are looking for a bigger project, like 3 to 5 years, first we need to get the players who can give all for the batch.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday, I saw Rashford. Even though he's from Manchester, he was not looking all right. Bruno was missing. So was he against Villarreal in the Europa League final. I think first fans also need to lower the expectation. If you are going to get Ten Hag, he needs time. If you can give 3 years to Ole, then you can give 3 to 5 years to Ten Hag.
Facts.
And he can proceed from youth players like he did against Ajax. In Ajax, he did what he did from youth players. You can give him 2 to 3 experienced players. They will always be there in Man United because of the stature of the club. But I think the fans also need to lower their expectation if they want to achieve in long-term goal. Because if you want quick fix, then it's like Conte with his 31-year-old Italians and all. But if you want a long-term project, then you have seen potential in Ten Hag. With the underrated Ajax side, he has done miracles in UCL. We all saw that.
There you go. There you go, man. I appreciate you calling in, man, Sid. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
Take care. Take care, man. Let's get Pop in. Pop, how are you, man? You there, bro?
Hello, yo.
Yeah, there you go, man. What are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm just here chilling, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. We're just talking about, like, you know, how can we repair Man United? Obviously, you always talked about the players being overrated.
Yeah.
Is that one of the parts of the problem? You know, maybe get rid of these players that are not good enough?
Yo, Said, man, I tell you last week, bro. Remember last time we talked, I tell you get rid of all of them, bro. You remember, right?
Yeah.
You need to get rid of all because here's the thing, Say. That's what I'm telling you about people like Pogba, Bruno, bro. They're not good enough because, all right, look, just one example, right? Look at the midfield itself. Let's say Fred, McTominay, we know they are not good, period, right? Let's say Pogba and Bruno are good. Look at how Pogba performs when it matters, right? All right. Pogba is one, Bruno is one, Rashford is one, right? All of the let's talk about all of the so-called big top players. We're not talking about the Maguires, the Lindelof, because everybody know they are not good, right? If you look at Pogba, he's what, 6'4", right? He's a big figure. Whenever Pogba and these type of people play against persons that are at least say 80% of their quality, they never turn up, bro. Right? They never turn up, and that's why I'm telling you that in the Premier League, some of the players that you see, I don't think they're cut it for the Premier League. If you look at even Kevin De Bruyne, how he structures himself, he's a type of player that when he gets injured, right? He's like, it will take like a 1 month to come back, but when he's back, is on top form. We have too much players, bro, that we can't like trust, like Matic. Why we have Matic? We're paying him this amount of money and we can't rely on him, right? With Man City, they have Fernandinho, but they can rely on him because he's an athlete. He's an athlete.
True.
So even if he's not up for it, they can tell him, yo, run 90 minutes for me on the pitch, because he have that structure where you can at least keep a Fernandinho, but you can't keep a Matic, right? So what I'm trying to say is that players, they're not intelligent enough, they're not good, because we're going to talk about the structure and everybody, Ed Woodward and all these guys, but with the players in general, when you talk about Telles, I don't like Shaw, right? I don't respect Shaw as a player, right? But I'm not going to come to you here and then tell you that Telles is a god, right? Because when you look at Telles, there's some things in the Premier League, bro, that you see like every day. When you look at Telles, he receives the ball, bro. He's flat-footed. It's like, you know, he's going to use his left foot. He doesn't shape his body like this way, you know, to say, okay, I know I'm a left back. Because if you're a left back or a right back, it's predictable, bro, that you're going to use a left foot, because the person are facing you this and you're always on the wing. So everybody knows that you're a left back, you're a right back. Look at how Telles received the ball. Look at how Trent receives the ball. Look at how Wan-Bissaka received the ball. Look at how Roberts received the ball. It's a total different dimension, bro, in quality. You understand? Just simple things like that. Look at how Fred received the ball. Look at how McTominay received the ball. They don't check their shoulders, bro. They don't check their shoulders, look around, look on the half turn, get their body facing. These little details in football, that determines the team, the structure of the team, how the team will play. These are the things like checking your shoulder. It puts you 1 second ahead of the other opponent. You will see Phil Foden do it. You will see Grealish do it. You will see even Sancho do it. Right?
Yeah.
So the players in general, bro, they're not at the quality, because everybody's going to say, okay, we need back Marshall, we need this. It's like people like to revise things, bro. Because Marshall is not good, people say get back Rashford. None of them is not good, bro. Marshall is injured right now. You understand?
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Pop, man.
It doesn't make no sense, bro. And this is just what I don't like with the fans, bro. Whenever a player comes out and have a good game, like Bruno now, he will score a hat-trick against another team and people will say, yo, Bruno this, Bruno that, bro. You have to understand that, bro. There's more to football than just one man having stats and all of that, bro. Because when it matters, they don't turn up. Mkhitaryan, when we had Mkhitaryan in the Europa League, at least Mkhitaryan was scoring in the Europa League and we won the Europa League. You understand? That's the difference. So what I'm trying to say is that Woodward, these guys, when they sign player, bro, they have to change up the structure. They got to sign players for, like, they have to build a team with an identity. So if we're going to buy a winger, we are going to buy a winger, not one that has pace and is just rapid like a Sadio Mane or a Rashford. We're going to buy a winger like a Mahrez. Someone who can pass the ball, someone who can keep possession, someone who can switch the play. We're going to buy someone like a Mahrez. Or are we going to buy someone like a Salah, who is a goal threat? Everything like this must be structured. We must have a certain...
The right level of recruitment. Yeah.
Genes of player that we need. We can't buy players like Rashford that just want to run off the shoulder. But we have mechanical players in the midfield. So we are going to play that way, because Rashford is not going to come deep, drop deep, put a shoulder, get the ball. He's not that type of player. So automatically the team will be structured to kick the ball over the top to him. You understand?
Absolutely. Nah, big up, man. I hear you, man. I hear you, bro. And you know what? I can see what you're talking about, man.
Bro, all right. One more thing, bro. Look at the players that we have. All right. Since Eric Bailey is playing for us, what is wrong with Eric Bailey?
Injured.
Is he injured? All right. Just look at just the basic. Have you ever seen Eric Bailey one a header or head a ball to the opponent's goal?
No.
Why? All right. Eric Bailey is a centre back, right? Lindelof is a centre back, right?
Yeah.
When was the last time you see these two centre back put their head and struck a ball to the opponent's goal? When? When was the last time? You remember? Yeah. So you see, those are the basics thing, bro. You have two centre backs that are goal threat and corner. Why you think we don't score on corners? When was the last time you see Lindelof put his head in a ball? So you're telling me that we have a centre back that's scared in the ear? That's why you're telling me. When was the last time you see Luke Shaw or Wan-Bissaka hit a shot on target? When was the last time? Say it. These are basics. These are basics, said. You are a winger and you're playing with a left back. Sometimes you're outnumbered and you want him to become that help to you. You want him to take a shot. You want him to give the keeper something to work for so you can be on the rebound. These are basics, said. Our players don't do none of that, bro. And that's the biggest problem. The structure need to change. The manager, we need to hire a manager that knows what he's doing, and we need to the fans need to protest and get the people above out the club. We need to sell De Gea. We can't have a player that's on 350k a week and his last legs. That's going to set a benchmark for everybody coming in. Pogba, who don't deserve a higher wage. Rashford need to go to a club where he's not on this money. And Greenwood, when Greenwood coming out, bro.
No, let's first forget that. Let's forget that.
Some Akon shit, bro. Locked up, bro.
No, don't get me cancelled, man. Pop.
No, we can't cancel. We can't cancel Greenwood, man.
Pop.
No, Greenwood is big up.
I'm gonna leave you there. We'll leave it there. That's it, man. We don't talk about that, man. Let's bring on someone. Big up Andy Tate in the building. Andy, how are you?
All right, Sayed. You all right, mate? Got you on?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. How you been?
Been digesting the last 48 hours, and I mean the apologies. Like, well, you just got away for a week, really. You should, innit?
Yeah.
All the rumours coming out. Rashford's not happy. What goal then? If you're not happy, Harry Maguire with an essay. It was literally an essay. It was like a Golden Globe nomination. You could actually smell the BS on it. Honestly, everybody's coming out that you basically on that. You go away for a week. You don't say anything. Anyway, it's the PR teams.
Yeah, of course it is.
And fans are going to buy into this, but it's just PR. It's damage limitation. It's not about us and our feelings. It's not how we go walk the streets of Manchester. We go to work. We go see our friends. I've got family who are City fans. I've got nothing but respect for them.
Same. It was horrible, man.
But
we've been going Old Trafford for a while. You know what I mean? I've had numerous questions, but how far do you think we are from really, really competing?
Like I said this on Sunday. 5 years just to get to a level of challenging. 5 years. And even then, it could be up to 10 years. It's 10 years since we win the Premier League next season.
Yeah.
And it's 30 years since we won the first ever Premier League. Now that's going to hurt. I mean, I'm an older generation fan. I mean, I'm in my late 40s. I've seen it. I've seen it, done it, bought a T-shirt, mate.
Yeah, no. It's a young generation.
It's a young generation. I mean, I remember the 90s and 80s. I mean, I've seen dark days in the 80s and early 90s. But yeah. We are at a level now where I don't see top four. I don't see any positives to come out. I mean, it's wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. It's just like a washing program on your washing machine.
Yeah, it is.
And we've got 2 big games coming outside in the next.
Does it mean anything though to these two? I look at it and I think, because we go and get top 4, but then there's that master problems. Then we get giddy, and it's like, yeah, we're thinking this, and then next thing maybe this club needs to suffer. I don't know. Maybe this club needs a bit of rehabilitation to understand.
Yeah, we're going to go through a lot of pain now. I mean, we've had some spankings. Like I say, Sunday, Liverpool, even Watford, Leicester. Yeah. We're going to suffer, and this team, like I say, the players say they care, but the attitude after the 3rd goal absolutely stunk the place out. It was just reminiscent of the game at Old Trafford, training match. City didn't break a sweat for the last 25 minutes. I mean, City like just 92%. I mean, that is disgusting. I mean, I can take losing a derby, mate. I can take losing a derby, but not the way they did this season. I've seen 6-1. I've seen 5-1 when I was 14 in 1989. And that was before your time, my friend. So I don't know where we go from here. So I'm going to be there Saturday, but I won't cheer for them. I won't cheer for any of that squad. I'll praise Alanga. I'll praise Sancho. And then players, they're living on borrowed time because whoever comes in now, Ten Hag will get that dossier and pass these. You got to watch these guys. You know what I mean? Watch him. All the leaks in the dressing room. I mean, it's just like a Northwest soap opera, a famous one in Manchester, and it's just nothing there. It's one drama to the next, and it's just heartbreaking to see. I just want my team to compete. Like I say, your team as well. We just want to compete. That's all we want to do. We haven't got a divine right, say, to win anything. I get that, but it's just the competition and competing. We were flogged a dead horse this season. We really thought we could do something. I mean, I would have say cups, League Cup. I would have loved to have been at Wembley last week.
I know.
And the other week, it's just about a trophy top four, like challenging. Oh, we missed out on a title, but we won a cup. So I mean,
sad times, man. But we
won't get top four, and if we fluke Madrid, it's wow, it's going to be interesting. But like you say, you can fluke a Champions League, but I don't see it happening.
No, I don't see it happening as well, mate. But we just live on, man. United lives on. But Andy, thanks for coming on, mate. I appreciate your time, man, and I'll see you soon. I'll probably see you at Old Trafford
on Saturday, yeah, mate. All the best, mate. Big up, take care, mate. Bye.
Yeah, man. Take it easy. Big up to Andy Tate for coming on. Let's get Antenna. Antenna, you there?
What's up, Saeed? How you doing, my man?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Like I said, I've asked everyone the question. You've heard the questions I put out there. What's the plan? How do we get out of this mess?
Man, look, I gotta be honest, man. Hey, I'm an Arsenal fan, but my wife is a die United fan.
Yeah.
And I literally feel bad for you guys because as an Arsenal fan, saying that I feel bad for my United fan, that's embarrassing. It's because we've been through so much the past 14, 15 years now. And now all of a sudden now we're seeing Man United. We always try to be like you guys. Now all of a sudden, like it's the table is like upside down, and seeing you guys suffer like this, it's kind of funny to us, but we could laugh about it. But at the same time, seeing a rival team like that, we respect each other, competition wise, and what you guys are going through right now, and it's laughable. And it starts from I wouldn't even say management, honestly, because it starts in the locker room. Because all these players y'all got, all these like big. All these like high profile players y'all got, they're all trash, to be honest. Because look what Arteta is doing right now. Getting rid of all these players. Like get your virus out. That's what you need. Y'all need to build your team around like Sancho's. This kid Alanga. Like y'all need to build a team like around these young players, because look what other teams are doing. Look what Chelsea did. They're building teams around young players. If you look around the United squad right now, it's not that many United youth players that came out from the team and made it to a first team, and then they become like consistent.
Yeah,
it's not that many. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it starts from there. That's what you guys need to do is, buying all these high profile players. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna cause more problem to the team and to the manager than like, because the Glazers thing. I'm from the US, so the Glazers don't care. I'm gonna tell you, man. All these Americans, owners, they don't care about soccer or football.
It's about money for them, isn't it? It's about money, isn't it?
Exactly, dude. It's all about money. It's all about endorsement. Us buying these jerseys, they get their money pocket. Like they don't care about what we go through. Because even like sport in America, man, I'm gonna tell you, all these fans in America, they're not as passionate as we are as football fans. They go by day. They lose, they don't care. But we talk about it. We go home and we take that game to the house and we talk about it. We try to solve the problem like it's our own. So what Manchester United need to do right now, honestly, is top four. You guys can make it. Because Arsenal, as an Arsenal fan, my team, we're doing good, but I can still question our character. Like, are we fully committed? Like the way we look good right now. Let's be honest. But experience might kick in at the end of the year. All those last 5-6 games might affect us on my end. But United finishing top four, that's gonna make you guys worse than what it is right now. Honestly.
Absolutely.
So,
Antenna, I appreciate you calling, man. Love for coming on.
Anytime, my man. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, I got mad respect for you, my brother. Keep hustling, man.
Big up, man. I appreciate that as well, man. Love for that, bro. Big up to everybody who's still watching. Get the likes up, people. I am going to get through to everybody. Yusuf, you're next. How are you, man?
Salam alaikum. How's it, Saeed?
Hey, salam, bro. How are you, man? Everything all good?
Good. But depressed after this weekend.
Yeah, everybody's same feeling, man. Nobody's got a different feeling than that. It is bad times at the minute. Top four on the ropes. Champions League, not really confident. How do you assess it?
No, I'm not too bad. I mean, in the first half, first 20 minutes, we competed with City.
Yeah.
But we've got too many weak-minded players. But I've got hope. I mean, I think a lot of United fans should look at the youth team play football. I think if you watch the under 18s and under 23s, you can see that gegenpress being introduced. I think there's a lot of top youngsters coming through. I think we just have to be patient. Really. I mean, I've been supporting United since 1983. I've been through this. But the first thing I would do, I would get rid of Rashford. He's not good enough. I mean, we overhyped him for all these years. He's never been good enough. I mean, he got in the team due to a technicality. He was third in line behind James Wilson and Wilkin. I mean, and he's putting up a stink now. It's insecurity. Only an insecure player would go on the way he does. I mean, if you're good enough, you trust your ability. He doesn't trust his own ability. He's not good enough. We've got too many of those type of players in the team, I think.
So, yeah.
But do me a favor, look, watch your under 18s in the Youth Cup semi-final this weekend.
No, Wednesday.
They play
Wednesday.
really good football. Yeah,
They play Wednesday.
They're playing good football. They're playing really good football. So I think it's a long road, but I'm not that down, especially after watching us that first half against City. I think we were in the game. There's definitely hope. We just need to get rid of this weak mentality players that we have.
Absolutely.
Overrated, weak mentality players.
Absolutely. Yusuf, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you calling, man. Always.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Big up to you, man. Big up to Yusuf in the building. Let's get King KB in the building. What are you telling me, bro?
Big up, Saeed.
Big up to you, man. Yeah, man. How do Man United get back to kind of where they want to be? You know what I mean? Is it repairable, the damage that's been caused?
You and I and Northern were talking about it yesterday on the straight jacket, if you remember.
Yeah.
We got to get the parasite out. I'm not going to go through it again because we just talked about it yesterday. The parasite needs to go. I said just yesterday, I'll put this club and watch them faithfully and praise them faithfully in League One if I need to. I'm a supporter first. If we got to put them in League One to get them out, that's what we do. But that we talked about that yesterday. I was talking to I got a 5-year-old. I was talking to my 5-year-old yesterday about the game, and she asked me why do you get up that early in the morning to be upset? And I'm looking at my daughter like I'm turning her into a Manchester United fan, and she loves it too. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. She's upset to watch me get upset that early in the morning.
Yeah.
It hurts. So I just want to let everybody know, man, for all the fans around the world, don't let it.
Big up to you guys, man.
You know what I mean? Don't let it. I woke up 7 a.m. to get thrashed 5-0 by Liverpool. It hurt. But long story short, the one thing that I don't want, I'm not a huge fan of the manager. I'm not. but he's the only one that I can agree with as of right now. I look at the players, I shake my head no. I look at the board, I go grab my green and gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I look at the Glazers, I go grab my green and gold. The manager talks sense. I don't understand why people are looking at the manager sideways when he's the one thing that is new and he's the one thing that's different. The board is the board, the players are the players. The Glazers are the Glazers. Ralph is not perfect, but he's saying some of the same things I'm saying. I don't know what to do. I go out there with a plan. Certain players can't execute said plan, and then they go run into the media. That's what it looks like over here. So I don't know. I don't know.
Nobody knows. That's the beauty of these debates, that nobody knows, and only United will have to know. But give me a number before you go in terms of how many years it will take to fix this. Give me a number.
The clock starts when the Glazers leave, and
that's a good one. That's a good one.
So the way I look at it is, look, we're sitting there. We're just letting the days and the years go by. The only thing we're currently doing right now is letting our rivals strengthen. And that's the poetic justice about all of this, right? Because while we're sitting there doing absolutely nothing but rotting from the inside out, they're getting better. And the clock for us is not going to start until we change. You can't expect the clock to start when things haven't changed. The clock starts when we get the Glazers out, and then based on who replaces them, then I can give you an answer. 3 years, 5 years, 1 year, 10 years, who knows? Because let's say we get in some previous Chelsea type manager. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if his name is taboo or not, but if we get somebody in like that, or let's say I turn up into $5 billion. I will be on the first flight over there, and I am just going to surround myself with people who know more than I do and have just as much passion for winning in this club. It won't be a 10-year process.
Yeah, true.
The clock starts when the Glazers leave,
when the Glazers
and based on who we get in to replace them, then I can give you a proper estimate on how long it'll take. Because if I run up into $5 billion, the one thing I'm doing is I'm buying Manchester United.
Absolutely.
And I'm not taking a cent out of the club ever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to surround myself with people who know more than me, and I think I know more than the current regime.
Absolutely. King KB, prig up to you, man. Love for that, man. Passionate speech, man. I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Always love Saeed, man. Like I said, every time I love y'all, support y'all all the way over here. You guys are my outlet because I don't have a lot of football fans around here. So I'm always in the comments. You showed us love yesterday on the Big Six. You held it down.
Come on, man. We gotta hold it down.
Yo, I'm in the comments with you every time, man. I saw you put the camera off and come back. No face, no trace.
Bally season, man. Bally season. You already know. Come on, bro. Love, man.
Game, man.
Love, bro. Big up to you. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up to everybody watching, man. Keep hitting the like on the video. If you haven't done already, keep hitting the like on the video, people. Love. Shakeem, how are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you, man?
Yeah, man. Could be better, but listen, it is what it is. What's the plan? How do we get out of this mess?
Yeah, well, as we said, like, we have to get rid of the owners and certain players.
Yeah.
And certain people in the board as well. And I won't be surprised if Ralph at the end of the season just say, "What, I can't handle this," because it seems like they're putting all the pressure on him. Like it's his fault that things is getting worse. But the players aren't good enough. Certain players are not good enough. And as for now, I don't really see the plan. I don't really see the direction we really going as said, because we don't know our next manager, who will be our next manager. So that's a problem. I mean, if we actually confirm our manager right now, we can actually start looking for players, recruiting players. So as preseason reach in the summer, we can actually, work. So I mean, it's kind of tough right now. I mean, with this ownership, it might take like 10 years, 10 years. It could easily take like 10 years, But if probably if you get the right manager and if Ralph went upstairs and have full power, it could take like 5 years. So I see it. Yeah, man. So it just tough watching the team at the moment. It's just tough because I mean, the players, our squad never will never reach the level that we required to be at. Certain players that people hype up and overrate. That's a problem as well, because I personally have a problem with Bruno.
Oh, why? Why is that?
Yeah, because people put him on that kind of pedestal, like where like he's like some kind of god and he's our talisman, but he on levels. Like if
everybody has levels, you're right. It's
yeah,
true.
he on levels. Like if we reach like the way we're supposed to reach, like the level we're supposed to be at, he wouldn't even make the bench for me.
Wow.
Like
damn
yeah, man. I'm being real, because the way I see this player he play, I mean, come on, man. Like certain players, even in Grenada here level, doing better than Bruno. I swear to God.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. You have better players. You have players in Grenada right here that's more technical than Bruno and make more decisions than Bruno. I would have played like maybe Hannibal. We will bring back Donny, because I mean the way he play, keep on giving away the ball. I mean we play Sunday against possession based, but we have a player in number 10 keep giving away the ball, and most of the time City have the ball 60% of the time, 80% of the time. And when we do get the ball, that same player who they call our talisman keep giving away the ball. It makes it worse, So that's a problem, man. That's a problem, man. The players I'll actually keep for now. I'll keep Pogba is one of my favorite players, and you can't be France's best player and not good enough for United. That like for me that doesn't make sense. I mean, he had to take some criticism for like the way he played, but what can be the problem, man? Because his talent is not a problem, The structure and the way the players around him that causing this, lack of talent or lack of the talent that you actually seen in him, But he's our best player by far, Pogba. So you can't give Bruno this levels of hype or only because of his output or his GA. Because I mean, if you watch his goals and assists for the season, he actually decent for midfielder, but I mean the performances don't really match the stats then. So
absolutely,
man. So is that the problem, man? Is that problem, man? It'll get some players, man.
Absolutely, Shaquem, man.
Yeah,
Love
big
for
up
coming on,
side,
bro.
man. Big up,
man. My guy, come on, love. Let's get Ash in the building. Ash, you there?
Yes, brother.
Yes, man. You good?
What are you telling me, bro? I'm good.
Where you at?
I'm in my car. It's on my break. You know what, bro? Let me tell you something. Maguire, is a fucking joke. 80 million. We can't get rid of him. He's a fucking problem, yeah? You got Wan-Bissaka, can't even fucking kick a ball, yeah? Can't even cross a fucking ball, right? Mind my language, yeah? You got your centre-backs, can't kick a ball forward. Your centre midfielders, your Scott McTominay and your Freds, yeah? And how are you supposed to have a style of play if you got players that can't even do what you want asking them to do?
True.
So, I'll be honest with you, we're done out here. I'm telling you, we're done out here. We got too many players. Too many players that don't want to listen. They want to be superstars themselves. You got Cristiano Ronaldo up top, who's won everything in the game, and they don't want to listen to him. They're making it out he's the problem. So, we ain't going nowhere, mate. I'll tell you something. Ragnick, I can see him fucking going as well. Because the mess that we're in.
Would it surprise you?
Mate, the mess we're in is too much. It's not like 1-2 players you can take out and, we've got a team. We've got too many average players. And the good players, like Pogba and that, they got too much fucking, mind my language, too much flipping, they got too much ego. They're going to like, they can win the game themselves and they can't. Ronaldo in his prime could win a game by himself. No one, you name your player, Saeed, that can win a game by himself right now. There's no player available. You in your prime, Messi and Ronaldo can win a game on their own. So, you got to listen to them type of players. When you got Pogba and these guys, they don't want to know. They don't want to listen to them guys. They think they it. You look at Liverpool, they've got one superstar, which is Mo Salah. The rest, run like dogs for him. They look for him every single time. Yeah, and that's why they're winning. You don't see their fucking midfielders trying to like take 5 players on and try to do certain things because they play to a philosophy, to a style of play, to a game plan, and they stick to it. And when you got Manza here now, like Liverpool fans here now, taking the piss out of Ragnick, where he's been here 6 months, and people are saying, is he the right man, blah, blah, blah. It's the players, mate. You got too many. You can bring anyone. You can bring Poch. You can bring anyone in this team. Until
Yeah,
you
unless
take
you
out,
get rid of them. Yeah, you're right.
unless you get rid of Pogba, you get rid of your right back, get rid of your Maguire, you get rid of your centre midfielders, and you bring in a young striker and some energetic players in the midfield that can pass the ball, then you got a chance of, you know, doing something. Because as you know yourself, side, the first game Ragni come in, played Crystal Palace, and we was like, whoa, I was like, yes, we're back. And all of a fucking sudden, he's realised that these donkeys can't do it. So he's gone back to 4-2-3-1 because these guys are gonna start throwing the prams at the fucking at the thing, and they're not gonna listen to him, and then all of a sudden we're back to square one again. We tried putting arms around them with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That hasn't worked. We ain't won shit. And you got you know what I mean? It's too much shit. You know, outside. I've had enough. I don't watch them anymore. You know, I don't bother watching them.
Nah,
you know what?
man,
That's
I
how
tell
shit
you,
they are.
shit, man, it's shit. But nah, I appreciate the passion, bro, and nice
Man,
for
honestly.
coming on, bro. Come on, love,
yeah,
bro.
but no, love, man. I'll see you next time,
Come
man.
on,
Nice one.
you too, bro. You too. Big up to you. Big up to everybody. Riz, what are you telling me?
Yes, Side. What's happening? You right?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. What are you telling me?
Bro, it seems like, you know, these call-ins, bro. It's like the same conversation every single time.
Every
bro.
time, man.
There's not even
Rewind.
no, bro. When's the last time we won a game where we've been happy about it, bro? Like,
yeah, it's true. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Like, to be fair, yeah, I know people keep saying about Glazers and Glaze, but bro, we've won trophies under the Glazer regime, you know. So we've won plenty of trophies under the Glazer regime, bro.
Let me ask you a question. On that one, do you not think it's Fergie's genius rather than the Glazers?
Of course, but then, bro, you're telling me Ralph is sending them players out to fail. He's coaching them to win them games. It's not him, it's the players, bro.
It is. How many players we need to get rid of, though? That's the problem,
bro.
though.
This is the problem, innit? So you see the time that we wasted with Ollie for 3 years.
Yeah, I know.
That was the time when we were supposed to get a proper manager to rebuild the whole team. We wasted time because of that fraud, yeah, and the fans got sucked into it. Even I got sucked into it, bro. For the first 3 months, I was gassed. I was thinking, yo, this guy, we can win everything because we were winning. That's the only reason. But bro, that was just all fake, man. It was just all fake. We went backwards, and look where we are now. Ronaldo, yes, bro, yes, man, he's won everything, bro. Yes, I heard it a million times, bro. I used to watch this guy day in, day out, but he ain't that guy no more, and people need to understand this, bro. He hasn't been that guy since his last season at Real Madrid. That's the truth, bro. Yeah, even at you could see the decline in it. If you know football, you see players not doing certain things that they could do before. Do you understand, bro? Even at Real Madrid, Zidane managed him from the bench as well at times. You know,
I know he used to bench him a lot of the time, though.
Exactly, because he managed him correctly. He used him when he needed to use him. But I mean, yeah, but obviously, I think he's the least of the problems, bro.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, De Gea, you know, I rate him. I do rate him highly, yeah, but he does give up possession a lot, bro. He kicks the ball out to the other team. What are you doing,
A lot
man?
of people have said that. A lot of people have
Why
said,
is he kicking the ball? But he never used to do that, though. I remember his balls out, yeah, used to be so pinpoint accurate. I don't know what's happened to him, man.
Is he just scared of that? He doesn't want to kind of, you know,
I don't,
you know how bad the defense is.
Yeah, I hear that. That's another thing.
Get rid of it.
Maybe. And the thing that's true is, because our defense changes every single week.
There you go.
There's no consistency in our defense, man. Varane, I don't know, man. I think we got finesse, you know. Bro, the guy don't play. The guy don't play, man. He don't play.
No, but you know what? Let me ask you. Do you know there's a Real Madrid? He was injury prone. You know, there was a lot of time where he used to have little hamstrings. Okay, now he's got COVID, but you know he does miss a lot of games.
This is what I'm saying, man. And he's supposed to be like the guy that was supposed to be the only one that you can't replace in defense. Not now that you're replacing him now, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, bro? They got rid of Ramos and Varane. They brought in Militao and they got Alaba, bro. I think they're done, man, bro. Straight up, I swear. Because I would take them two right now over whoever we got right now. I would take them two Madrid defenders over whoever we got right now.
You know why he's saying that? You know why he's saying that? It's just because we're shit now. That's the feeling. I think
it's not that I don't rate Varane. Yes, but I'm saying, bro, the best thing that you can have about you is availability.
Yes, true.
If you don't have that, then, bro, what are you? I don't care who you are, bro. You might as well be like Gareth Bale, innit? You're a sick player, but you're not available. Do you know what I'm saying? But, bro, I don't know, man. We got a long way, bro. We got a
long way. I think 10 years easy. I think 10
minimum,
years
bro.
easy.
Minimum, I swear.
Minimum.
And yeah, and the thing is, the Glazers have spent money, bro. We've spent a lot of money, but wrong recruitment.
Not on the wrong recruitment. There you
but
go.
Yes,
and
maybe.
that's the biggest thing
you know when I say wrong recruitment, yeah, I don't say all players were wrong. Like when we bought Di Maria, I don't think that he was a crap player or anything like that. It's that who he was managed under, that was the issue. That
I know.
Because look at him now, he's not crap. Come on, man, he's not crap.
Nah, he still can ball out at 34.
At that time when we got him, brother, he was a really, really good player when we got him. Really good player. So it's not like he was a flop. It's just that, I don't know, it is what it is with him, innit? But I'm just saying, man, we bought some good players, man. We have bought some good players, but I don't know, it needs a big overhaul, a big, massive overhaul. You got players that feel entitled. They sit there, moan. They're like little girls, bro. Most of these players are like little girls.
I know. It's high school, man.
Just running on Insta and just chatting. I mean, on Twitter and Insta, just chatting it. Like, come on, man. Don't they want to win? I don't think they want to win. You know, they're all for themselves, bro.
Nah, they're all for themselves. I think
you know what's weird as well, Saeed, as well? Like, some days, like, even under Oli, there used to be games, where they would play together as a team for the manager, for themselves, for the club, for the badge. But this now, since Ralph's come in, they don't even want to play for him, it looks like.
No, they don't.
It's like Sancho wants to, because Sancho's new, bro. He wants to play. He don't want to be labelled as a flop, so he's going to do well. And you could tell he wants to learn. He wants to learn. These other ones, Rashford, head down, don't even run. Bro, you're average, man. You're average. You got lucky. Let's be real. You got lucky, man.
Damn. Riz, big up to you, man. I appreciate the passion, bro. And hopefully speak to you next week, man. Big up to you. Love, bro. Love, bro. Big up to you, man. O'Neill, Mattix, what are you telling me, dog?
Greetings, Saeed. What's up, man?
What's up, man? You tell me, man. You tell me.
I say that I'm listening to the callers, and I heard one caller going in on Bruno. Bruno is one of my favorite players, to be honest. And we have to call him out when him do foolishness still. Remember me a Jamaican, you know, so me just rap as how me rap, yeah? But even in Sunday's match, he didn't play particularly well, you know, and I don't know, but bro, it's like I don't know if he's trying too hard, but something not right. And I guess it's the players that way I've wrote him. In Sunday's match, you know, when I watched the match, and I look at how Pogba and Bruno was playing, they were playing good. I wouldn't sub Pogba for sure for Lingard, because when Lingard and Rashford come on, bro, the man they make it look like say my grandmother could have run faster than the two man.
True.
I mean, I see the man in pass through the ball. Bernard, when we have the silver guy there, they on the pitch all long, and Rashford they on the field, bro. And it's like the man I run past Rashford like him not exists. When the rest of United players in the half, Rashford still there at the halfway line, like him as a boy, him not track back. But bro, honestly, right now, Rashford can go. Lingard will go. We need Maguire to go. We need why we need so much. Jesus, I don't know, bro. We need so much players to go, bro. Right? It's like the man them put on the jersey, bro. It's like the man them say, it's like the man them don't realize that Manchester United them a play for. It's like them don't realize the man them. It's like the man them give up, even if right. They're saying they're not playing for the manager. Think about this, bro. It is said that Ragnick is going to be upstairs in a consultancy role at the end of the season. Now, if he has anything to do with the new manager will come in, what you think his message to the new manager is going to be? Oh, Rashford was playing brilliant, so we can keep him. May I wonder if them not think about them something. Them just get up them go training, them not good, man. Overrated players. We have a lot of overrated players. Bro, Wan Bissaka come back and I decide and it's like, I tell you, Wan Bissaka strike me as a one-season wonder. I mean...
Not even that, man. Not even that. Honestly, it gets too much respect for me because I think it was just a time when we were struggling. Sometimes when you're struggling, you know what I mean, you keep it as that, man. But it is what it is, man. But O'Neill...
And one of the things, bro, right? Yeah. You know one of the biggest problem that these players have? You see, even though they were playing ridiculously and stupid under Ole, he would have still played them. So now that they have somebody who have enough balls to make a decision to say, guess what, we're gonna drop it. That's the reason why so much dressing room leak are come out in the bruv.
Of course,
because guess what happened? Them spoil. They are spoiled, and because them spoil, I mean, Ali would have run them to the ground. Look at it, bro. Marcus Rashford played for Manchester United almost 2 years carrying injury. And look what happened. And play until guess what? Them decides to guess what? That injury it can't go no more. You have to go to the surgery. I mean, no, you tell me that is not proper management, bro. That is not proper management. And a lot of people think, as one caller said earlier on, that all of us were drawn into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when he came, and based on what he was doing, because he was just winning, and we were all excited because that's what we want Manchester United to do. But no, bro, it's like we are a troll, brother. Everybody laugh off of Manchester United now. Even Arsenal. Look, Arsenal start the season. The real Arsenal start the season. We think Arsenal are going to relegate. Look at Arsenal now. Without gaming and above Manchester United. I mean, I'm afraid to look at Arsenal fan them, because honestly, I was one of them who was giving them sticks. I have a brethren in Canada, and every time Arsenal lose, I call him. No, I couldn't tell last, I call him phone. I don't want to answer him, no time at all, bro. No, man, because I mean,
I hear you, man. I hear you.
These guys are shameful.
I know, man. I appreciate the passion always, man. Big up from Jamaica, man. Love, bro.
Yeah, man. Bless up, bro. Bless up, bro.
Bless up, man. Bless up, man. Big up from Jamaica. Nee in the building. What are you telling me? Is it hot?
Yeah, bro.
What are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Listen, everybody's frustrated, man. Everybody's frustrated.
Yo, I can't be phased, bro.
How do we sort this mess out? Give me some way where we can sort this mess out.
So, first of all, greetings, brother. So, everybody, look, get the subs up, the likes up. You know, I'm always on that. The subs
Come on,
and the
man. Love, bro.
the likes. Anyway, I don't know how we can get this over with. Like, seriously, bro. Some time ago, we were just talking about, it was just before this January transfer window, right? We were just one midfield away from becoming a top elite club, elite team, because we have all these ballers in there. And that was just before we sacked Ole, right? Okay. But now we're talking about Harry Maguire, getting the defense organized again. We going back or we going forward? Like, I don't know which trajectory right now we're going. Like, I don't know. Seriously. Like, and the painful thing yesterday, I said, I texted, I think I was in the comments yesterday. I'm like, do you know how hard it is to live in the US, right? Especially on the East Coast.
Why is that?
4 a.m.
Oh,
5
4 a.m. Yeah, I forgot, man.
Damn. This shit show? Yeah, I can't be asked anymore. Now it's just like, yo, entertainment. I wake up. What time it is? Oh, okay. I'm gonna jump on Peacock and watch a replay. Like, I don't care anymore. I rather like, the only thing that gets me going is like I get in the live stream with you guys, and you know, like watch alongs, and I enjoy that more than just watching the game, because
it's true, you know. A lot of people do say that to me, you know. They just prefer it's therapy, innit? Like, you know, being with it, being together.
And the City game, I was telling you, don't get giddy, bro. I don't trust these boys. Don't get giddy. And then you had
no more giddy. I've accepted reality.
All of a sudden, you had Sancho go and he was jumping. See how your City guys were on you, bro.
Yeah, I know. But what do we do then? What do we do? Give me a solution, bro. Give me one solution.
One solution. I'm not even gonna start with the managers or whatever, or the management, Glazers, whatever. I'm gonna, if I had my way, I'll sack BBC, Sky Sports, and all the pundits, the ex-United pundits, right? Scholes was saying we can play 3-4-4. It's not a United way. Right now, if you can see my phone, I Google, right? Under Fergie, we had 3-4-1-2. And let me give you the lineup. We have Stamp, Vidic, and Ferdinand, 3 back. Yeah. We had Giggs on the left, we had Keane and Scholes in the mid, and we had Beckham on the right. And then we had Ronaldo play force number 9 behind Rooney and Yoke. So what is he talking about? All of a sudden, his man, which is Ole, is out. So he don't like Ralph. Just under 6 months. But these same people had the same. They didn't have the same energy when it came to Ole.
Exactly.
They are the problem because they put these things out there and then the fans jump on it. Because look, one time I used to be a steward, right, somewhere in Europe, and then if the fans that go to the club, half of them, they drunk. You go to the games, you understand, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They drunk. They don't really watch the game. They just go there for the euphoria
Day
and
out, yeah.
bars and everything. So they're not really following. So they come out the game, they just straight away they go to the club, they pop, they drink, win or lose. They just want to release the stress because the mental health come first, right? So they're not really following. So when they come home and they watch Sky Sports and much of the day or whatever it is, whatever these pundits tell them because they are legends, that is what they go with, but they don't really follow what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So,
I know,
think
man.
they are the main problem. They are the main problem. They weren't calling out the Glazers under Ole. They were willing to give him 4 years just to go on and yeah. Just give me 1 second. Okay, that's my boy. He need water. So, so I think they are the main problem, bro. They are the main problem.
Nah, I hear that. Now, you know what? I think it's going to take a long time. But like I said, the main problem, like you said, is them.
It's them. Because if they're not feeding the public with these things, the Glazers wouldn't back their agenda with the tweets and the United quotes and whatever that they've been coming out every day to back up what these ex-United players keep saying. Mind you, they're being recruited, right? Like we have what is the name? Like the ambassadors for the club. You know, so definitely they don't want their pockets to get hurt. You know,
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Yeah, give them something on the side for them to come on TV and make it look all good and rosy. They can't really go in on your, employers like that. They can't go in too hard. So who's gonna take the fall? Pogba. He don't look white. He's not a Brexit player, and he's supposed to be the marquee savior, one person to save the club. So he's a perfect candidate. Now, the next person is the manager. All of a sudden, he's the problem. All of a sudden, Rolf is a problem. No, he's not a problem because we had these players playing for Ole,
and not for the club.
Yeah. But now they're turning up. First, we used to be second half FC. Now we're first half FC. Right? I don't know. Like it's gonna take a long time. And while we're waiting, we have teams like Aston Villa. We have
coming up Newcastle.
Coming up. I feel like growing up, like when I used to be in Africa, right? We had the only teams on top: Man United, Arsene Wenger with Arsenal. Those teams. And then Ibrahimovic just came like just some few years ago in Chelsea. All of a sudden, Mourinho, like ACN, Drogba, Kalu, Cole, and those players and they started winning. You can see the structure. And then Klopp came. He wasn't really having it, but like Klopp, you can see the steady progress with Liverpool. Like he was chopping and changing, bringing in new people. The recruitment is another thing. You don't hear recruitment like in the summer. You don't hear Klopp. You don't hear Pep. Where Sunderland, we have money. Oh, Roma, Salah, and all these players like Origi, like match winner. All of a sudden, Jota, like under 40 M's, right? But United, we won the English hype. Harry Maguire, most expensive fridge in the world, 80 M's. Turns like a double decker, like Nuruddin would say. Slow mo, like backwards, like. I don't know, man. I don't know where we went wrong, but
Nah, I hear you, man. Nah, big up to you, Nee, for coming on, bro. I appreciate you.
Let me speak to my Yardi friend that just came on and look, brother, when you come here, you can't chat Pogba name like that. Come me, I'm Pogba 24/7. I know respect your opinion, yeah, but listen, Pogba not do nothing. Pogba in a good, well-coached, well-managed team will be a world B. Remember that. Cristiano Ronaldo right now in a good, well-coached team will be a world B. Because before we had Moreno and Ole coming, Rashford and all this Martial and other these players, them now have no proper manager to train them. Them just grow up on them own. So it can't work like that.
I hear you, man. I hear you, Nee.
under LVG, we play the best football ever. Yeah, you understand? So it's like that. They never really grown. And Cristiano Ronaldo is a perfect example. Like he win 5 Ballon d'Ors as to Messi winning 6, right? But Ronaldo is not talented, like raw talent. No, but he had to work and he had good managers like everywhere he been. The same Pep coach him, same Fergie, he coached him, right? And he went to Juve and Apello. Like he still had good managers to help him grow and build up on his growth. But these same players they've not really have a good manager to help them grow. So how you expect them to grow?
No, exactly. That's what we're trying to find. That's the solution we're trying to find. But I'm gonna bring on some more callers because we've got to end of the show soon. But big up to you, bro. Love, bro. Love, man. Big up to you. Let's bring on Mo. Mo, what are you saying, brother? You good?
Yeah, big up, Sides. Thanks for having me on, bro. Look, first and foremost, the Glazers is selling the club. So let's just get that notion out of the head, yeah? They selling their club, it's their club. Look, the process has already begun, Side. Most likely is Richard Arnold's next manager is going to be Ten Hag. I think it's going to be Ten Hag they're going to go for. Now, what's going to happen is this is a whole new era under Richard Arnold. So basically, what's happened before that, he's come out and said, look, that's in the past. That was done by the previous CEO. This is a whole new era at United where they're trying to build this footballing structure. So Ralph is actually gathered all the information, okay? To play that Ten Hag type of football, you got to be good technically and you got to be good with the ball and you got to be a baller. Now, the leaks that are coming out of the players, we know who the leaks are coming out from. It's the players that are basically going to get moved on. Yeah? Maguire is not going to play that Ten Hag type of football, yeah? He's eventually going to get moved on. Either Saeed they're going to let his contract run out or they're going to just say to him, look, listen, mate, if you want to start looking for other clubs, you can, but your contract is not going to get renewed. Luke Shaw's going to get moved on. They might keep Aaron Wan-Bissaka because he's quite young, Saeed. So there is potential there, and they got you at he's 21, 22. Let's just keep him. Lingard, Matic, they're all going to be gone. Scott McTominay, I think he'll just get moved on. Side Fred is going to get moved on. So it's going to be a new United. I don't know. It's going to be. You're going to see a new Man United side.
A lot of work, man.
I don't
a lot
know.
of work.
It's already begun, side. Look, it's already begun. The leagues are coming. Look, we all know who the league. I personally think they know who the next manager is. I think they've been told, or because a lot of people know, like Ten Hag is the most favorite. I think contact has been made because I'm on Twitter Spaces a lot, Side, and it's looking like it's going to be Ten Hag. I don't think they're going to go for Pochettino because they want something different. It's going to be Richard Arnold's first manager, so he's going to want to get it right, and he's going to want to show them that, look, we're trying to build a structure, but majority of this players, Side, I think they know their time at United is done because on Sunday it was just like, boy, Scott McTominay, Fred, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, they're awful. They're going to get moved on. They're average players at best. Marcus Rashford, Saeed, if PSG are serious about buying him to sell him, he's an average player at best. He's average at best.
Most of them are average. Most of them are average.
Yeah, but it's going to be fine. Bro, you got to be patient. You have to. There is United. You got to be a little bit positive. They are trying to do something. It's going to take time. Like anything, Side, it's a new CEO that's come in now, so he's going to do things his way.
Nah,
I get it that way you're
Leopard doesn't change.
Coming from Side where you've seen it, you've been there, you've seen it. It's happened for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But they are trying to do things differently. I can't see that the club is moving differently now. If they get Ten Hag Side, you're gonna.
I don't know where you see this.
Take some time.
Where do you get this optimism? Where do you get this optimism from?
It's going to be this optimism because look, for the last 10 years, Side, we've had no structure. We've only got our bought superstars. They've actually done something different. They've actually got Ralph Rangnick in to be a consultant. Ed Woodward's gone. I get the Glazers there, but the Glazers are always going to be there. It's their club. Yeah? They are trying to build some sort of a structure. Now, don't forget, Side, this is still Man United. It's still a big pull in. I don't care what you said about Man United, yeah? If Man United comes, people say all this bullshit, there's Man City, there's Chelsea. No, it's still Man United, mate. There's still the history, there's still the tradition. It's still a big, big club. They've got the biggest fan base in the world. If we get Ten Hag, it's going to take some time.
Give me how long it'll take then.
I think it'll take 3 years, 4 years. You start seeing a team there. It's Side. You got to be realistic, bro. I can't say next year. I can't say Side. It's gonna be 3-4 years. You're starting from scratch, man. You're introducing a style of play, that Guardiola type of football. You're gonna be Ten Hag plays that Guardiola type football. So you're gonna have to get those players in to play that kind of football. Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. But it'll be all right if first announce Ten Hag, and then start moving forward from the club. That's it. This season is a write-off because this season, one last thing, Side. Yeah, we were favourites to win the league. Yeah, we were on the favourites. Yeah, the pressure. These are average players and they're losers. That's why they flopped. They couldn't take the pressure, and we had also a Ford as our manager. So now he's gone. These players will get moved on slowly, man.
Yeah, no, hey,
we got to be optimists. We got to be positive.
Got to, no, you got to.
Big up, bro.
I appreciate your
big up.
optimism. So big up to
you. You got to be positive, man. Come on, you want a structure. They are building a structure. Thanks,
nah,
Saeed.
Hey, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Let's bring King Salt on. King Salt, how are you, man?
Hey, yo, Saeed, how you doing, brother?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. How long before? I'm hearing some.
Yeah,
feedback.
I mean, for me, it's a bit crazy with Man United. For me, sometimes I wonder if, because you guys have so much money, is that hindering you? Like, you're trying to cheat the system. So instead of like building a proper scouting system, a proper structure, a blueprint, you feel like we have so much money, so we can just go out and buy big players. But really, we kind of passed that era where just buying good players is enough. Now you need to buy a player who fits the system. You need to have a manager with a certain style of play. And I feel like with United, you have so many different players who fit in so many different style of play, but nobody, like, you don't have a team right now. And I think that's hindering you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think I'm hearing some feedback.
What you hear?
Yeah, I think I hear some feedback. Yeah, but I just wanted to know how long it will take. Give me a year.
For United?
Yeah.
I think you're onto something when you said like 10 years, because the thing is this, that you need to get rid of a lot of players, because some of your players, like your Rashford, they think that they're a world-class player. He's walking around on the pitch like he's won the Ballon d'Or, but really you need to relax and humble yourself. You haven't achieved anything yet, you know. And then you have players like Luke Shaw, like Harry Maguire. It's too many players in the team that aren't good enough, but they are playing for Man United. And then also, will the board allow someone like Ralph do what he wants to do? Or will it be like, okay, you've recommended this baller from Germany, but we want to buy this superstar from Spain? You understand what I mean? Do you reckon they will give him that power?
I don't think so. I genuinely don't. I think, these are structural problems. So we'll see. But King Salt, I appreciate you calling in, bro. And we'll talk soon.
Yeah, you talk soon, man.
Big up, man. Big up. Let's bring James in. James, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good, man. You?
Well, could be better. Could be better. Let's not kid ourselves, innit? We could be better, innit?
Yeah, not bad, mate. I mean, I've missed most of the show. What have people been saying? What's the general?
Just the feeling that there's a lot to sort out really before we can even think of getting back to where we need to be.
Yeah, and I mean, where do you start? Like we were chatting on Nuruddin's show yesterday. Glazers obviously is the top place to start.
Yeah,
Woodward's gone, and you can say that things are changing, but Arnold's still there, mate. So
yeah, no,
I mean, you can set wheels in motion, but at the end of the day, there's so much to change, isn't there? Like the last caller was saying about signings and like superstars and stuff. We're basically the Harlem Globetrotters of the Premier League. Like we just go out and sign superstars, mate. When's the last time we found a hidden gem like Ronaldo? Like it was so long ago. Like we signed Galacticos, we signed Schweinsteiger, we signed Di Maria, we signed Pogba, we signed Lukaku, we signed Ronaldo, we signed Sanchez. Like all these big name players. When did we last unearth an actual talent? You look at Leicester, they found Tillemans, they found Maddison, they found Vardy, they found Fofana, they found Daka.
Yeah, they find
loads of
gems,
players.
I get you.
They do, man. So like people go on like the Glazers are the main issue. Listen, they are. But we've spent £1.2 billion since 2013. So don't act like we don't pump money into the club. We do. It's just misspent. It's not spent on the right things, infrastructure-wise, on the future, and it's not spent on the right players, and it's spent too much on wages, and we don't offload players at the right time either, mate. It's a big problem.
Big problem, man. And the problem is, you know what I mean? It's only going to get worse, I think, for me. Personally, it's only going to get worse. But like I said to you, we just have to, you know, rough the ride just smooth and see where we can get to. And that's all we can do. We just got to wait and just keep putting the pressure on. That's all we can do, man.
We do, Matt. Like we just have to wait it out. Like you look at a couple of callers ago, we're saying like, oh, you know, we've not had a proper coach in ages, and like LVG was the last coach we had, and it's like, and then he was saying, oh, we played great football. Like, do you remember at Old Trafford under LVG? There was like 17 games in a row that were 0-0 at half time. Like LVG is probably the coach that has played or tried to play the style closest to someone like a Pep Guardiola, right? Possession-based football. But at the end of the day, like the fan base wouldn't take it, mate. We were just so slow in the build-up and the fan base weren't having it. So like, you can go on about it taking 5 years, 10 years. I want to know how much patience this fan base has got.
I know. Before they start having apathy, you know?
Mate, I literally like, because people are like, oh yeah, trust the process. It's going to be another rebuild. Well, do you have the time for the rebuild? Because every time any of us say anything negative, we get fucking people in balaclavas coming at us, mate.
Yeah,
like you can't be negative. Like literally, it's crazy, mate. I don't understand how people on one hand are preaching patience, but then on the other hand are saying, "Oh, Ralph's the problem after 6 months in charge."
Yeah, but then again, it's revisionism, innit? A lot of people just want to look at the past and be like, "Yeah, that I could have done it." But end of the day, we're just hopeless, and the more people get that reality that this is the new reality, the better maybe people's heart become fonder. But listen, James, we're gonna have to end the show right here because it's been 2 hours. I know there's a lot. Mate. There's still 10 people waiting in the background. Listen, I did say people 2 hour calling show, man. So it's been a long one. I want to watch the Champions League, people. So apologies, but we will be back next Tuesday. Next Tuesday before the big Champions League. Be here.
Big game.
Big game. So I want to know your thoughts going into that one. But people, love, respect, James. I'll see you at the Tottenham game. Hopefully.
You will, mate. You will.
Yeah,
I will
people,
see you soon.
Love, like, and we'll see you soon. Big up.
Subscribe.